I will now show how to use statistical process control, otherwise known as SPC, enter full configuration, SPC plans. If you have the advanced SPC option, you will also have I'm going to add another SPC plan. I will show both ways. Here's your standard SPC plan. Select the measurements you would like to have included. Decide if you want any of these to be sampled discretely using an action, or to be deferred until a deferred action is triggered. You decide if you want to have your SPC data to be backed up if you have critical data. Decide how you'd like to have this on the TotalVu startup. And standard SPC is now set up. I'll also show how to add an SPC plan and that advanced SPC package option. You use the same measurement. The way this advanced SPC works is your samples are going to be grouped into subgroup sizes. I recommend starting at the bottom and working your way up on the screen. First, decide how many you'd like to have in each one of these subgroups. In this case, I'm going to use 10. The next one, you just need to decide if you want to have a certain frequency to which you'd start each of these subgroups, if you'd like to see a delay between these subgroups, or to be triggered based on an action. In my case, I'm going to take a delay of 0 in between them. That will make sure that we don't escape any of our measurement values. Last, you want to make sure you decide how often you want TotalVu to reach into the measurement and to grab a sample to include into this whole process. In this case, I'm going to also select every measurement. The ways it's going to work is every measurement is going to enter the system, is going to count to 10, because my subgroup size is 10, is going to delay by 0 measurements following that 10, and then it's going to start the next 10. If you want to use control limits for further analysis of your SPC data, you need to tell TotalVu where to obtain them. If you use never use presets, this will come from the recipe if you have them specified there. Here you can have them calculated once based on subgroups and deciding when and how to get that calculated, and also continually is another option. In this case, I'm not going to be using control limits. Decide if you want to have your SPC data backed up, how you want it to start up when the TotalVu starts up, and then you name it. Now that you have these defined, they aren't going to do you a whole lot of good unless you actually use this data somewhere. If nothing else, you can have this displayed on the screen using a new window, SPC data. In this case, I'm going to be using the one out of the advanced SPC we set up. As you see fit, I'm going to bring them all in the same row, show my labels in the center. I'm going to use all defaults here. They're arranged as I like it. And that's the name. And here we could add more as we see necessary. Also, to get it to start collecting data, you need to add an action to start, to stop, and also to reset. Once it's started, samples turn from red to green, and you'll see it start counting. Once it's reset, whatever number it counted to will return back to 0.